Hello everybody, this is New York City Bobby, and I'm going to show you how I cut the bevels for these foam airplanes that Test Flight has really done so much great work in. And I just want to tell you I love you guys in Test Flight. But anyway, I noticed how Josh and Peter are so awesome with their X-Acto knife that they just cut that bevel right on the fly. They do a great job. But I want to just show you a technique that I use. Maybe everyone uses this technique. It's not a big deal, but I just wanted to share it with people. I also wanted to just show you, this is an X-Acto knife I've had for it's almost as old as I am. Anyway, I don't know if they make this X-Acto knife anymore, but it has a really cool quick release mechanism, and it opens up the collet, and then you can put in a new blade, and all you have to do is snap this little handle and it's locked in place. I love this X-Acto knife. So anyway, let me just start by cutting. This isn't necessarily Dollar Tree foam. This is that Elmer's foam. I'm not sure. I don't have Dollar Tree foam. I'm not sure this technique will work with Dollar Tree foam, in which case it's pretty maybe pointless. But anyway, let's just say we were going to have let's say this was our horizontal stabilizer, and I've pre-marked out two little lines 2 inches. So I'm going to come across with my X-Acto knife. Now, I admit, you do want to use a brand new X-Acto knife. I don't want to cut all the way through, because this is going to be kind of a mock-up of a horizontal stabilizer. So as Josh always says, the table is your friend. I'm going to try to crack that open, and let me bend it all the way over. Okay, so you just kind of have to imagine that this is maybe a horizontal stabilizer, and now we're going to put a bevel, let's say, on this side, so we can get deflection in both directions. Now, again, Josh and Peter are really good with their knife. They would just grab this and they would use one of those extension blades, and they would just come across. And they're good with their knife, but I'm not as good with my knife as they are, so I'm going to do a different technique. Now, if I want a 45-degree angle, I know it's going to end up, let's say, right here. This is about 3/16 of an inch thick, or 0.187. So I know for a 45-degree angle, it's going to be about the same in. So I'm going to mark it. So I'm going to mark in. You mark in as much as you need to get the angle that you want. So I'm going to, at 3/16, mark this. 1, 2, 3/16. Now, this bevel is going to be at an angle. I don't think it's that important to actually angle the knife. So, I don't see my mark here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me just make sure that this is in the camera. This is in the camera pretty well. Okay, now I'm not cutting all the way through here. I can angle my X-Acto knife a little bit toward the bevel way, but the idea is I'm just going to cut through the paper. Just maybe cut a little bit more. Okay. Now, here is the bend for the horizontal stabilizer, and this is where we're going to want to cut the bevel. So now it is my claim. There's not very much light in here, and I do apologize for that. It's my claim now that if you get the X-Acto knife blade going like I have, and now use the same technique that Josh and Peter use so skillfully, and now you can follow the line that you cut through the paper with, and you have a nice guideline to keep the X-Acto knife. And it just seems like when you make that pre-cut in the paper, it just holds the X-Acto knife for you. And look at that. No sanding even. But I mean, if I took a sanding block and went across that just once, it would be perfect. But look at the nice bevel I got from doing that. So anyway, show it to you from the other side as well. It's a really good bevel, and we now have very good folding in each direction. So anyway, that's how I do my bevel, and if anybody else thinks this is a good method of doing it, please free to use it.